Listen, warrior of the quiet battles. Yes, you. The man who wears a brave face in daylight, but wrestles unseen demons in the dark. You've fought struggles no one else sees, standing strong for years. Yet your mind can feel like the enemy now. Life hands us two wars, one against the world outside, and one within our own soul. The truth is, the battle in your mind is the fiercest enemy you'll face. External hardships may wound, but it's your thoughts that keep those wounds bleeding. You can sit in a peaceful room, no threats, no danger, yet feel fear, regret, anger, or shame. Why? Because the real battlefield lies between your ears. You know those days when the world seems fine, but your mind won't stop attacking. A single negative thought spreads like wildfire. I'm not enough. I always fail. They don't respect me. Those thoughts start small, but left unchecked, they spiral, poisoning your sense of self and threatening who you are. This is where Stoicism becomes your shield and sword. Ancient thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca faced wars, exile, and betrayal. Yet they knew what most men today miss. You can't control the world, but you can master your response to it. Marcus wrote in Meditations, your power lies in your mind, not in the chaos around you. Let this sink deep into your bones. You don't need wealth, perfection, or control over every outcome. You need discipline to choose your response over raw emotion. Those negative thoughts, they're not you. You're the man who watches them pass, deciding how long they linger in your mind. This video isn't for those chasing a quick feel-good fix. It's for the man ready to break free from the weight of his own mind, for the warrior tired of that inner voice whispering, "You're not enough." In the 7 chapters ahead, we'll dismantle the mental traps fueling your negative thoughts and arm you with Stoic tools to conquer them. Don't just watch this, study it like a manual for your mind. If you seek clarity, peace, and inner strength, every chapter builds on the last. Before we dive in, leave this in the comments. I am stronger than my negative thoughts. Like this video and share it with a brother who needs it. Subscribe if you're serious about forging a stronger self. Now, let's cut through those negative thoughts, one Stoic truth at a time. First truth, you are not your thoughts. This might feel strange at first, because we're taught every thought defines us. Pause and reflect how many random, dark, or painful thoughts cross your mind daily. If every thought was you, you'd be a different man every minute. Stoicism offers a powerful truth. Your mind has 2 parts, what happens and how you choose to respond. Negative thoughts will come. That's human. What matters is what you do with them. Epictetus said it best, it's not events that disturb us, but how we judge them. A painful thought, I'm a failure, I'm not enough, only becomes your reality if you give it power. Otherwise, it's just noise. Like a radio you can tune out. Picture a storm cloud rolling in. You don't panic just because rain might come. You note it, prepare if needed, and move on. That's how you handle negative thoughts. See them, step back, let them pass. The problem is, most men let a single thought define who they are. I feel anxious, so I'm weak. I doubt my relationship, so it's doomed. No, your thoughts aren't the truth. They're just suggestions, not commands. Think of your mind as a radio station. Just because a bad song plays doesn't mean you have to dance. Learn to change the station. A Stoic practice is to write down a troubling thought and judge it like a courtroom lawyer. Ask, is this thought absolutely true? What's the evidence? What would Marcus Aurelius say about it? Will it matter in 5 years? Most times, you'll see the thought has no real weight. It just feels heavy. Another tool: label the thought. Instead of, I'm a failure, say, I'm having a thought about failure. That small shift creates distance. In that space, you find power. You are not your thoughts. You're the vast sky they pass through. The second truth: stop fighting reality. The root of your pain often comes from resisting what's already happened. You don't suffer just because something bad happened. You suffer when your mind insists it shouldn't have. A betrayal, a lost job, a missed chance. We tell ourselves, this wasn't supposed to happen. That resistance becomes mental torture. But Stoics teach us pain is inevitable. Suffering is a choice. Epictetus nailed it. Don't demand life bends to your will. Instead, embrace it as it is, and you'll find peace. This doesn't mean you celebrate pain or pretend all's well. It means stop wasting energy trying to rewrite the past. If it happened, accept it. Then decide your next move with clarity. Imagine standing in the rain. You could curse the sky, rage, or cry. Or you could accept you're wet, grab a jacket, and keep walking. Which man are you? Most negative thoughts stem from wishing the past was different. Why did they leave? Why did I fail? If only I'd tried harder. Those thoughts can't change what's done. They only prolong your pain. Stoics call this amor fati, love your fate. Embrace what happens, even the pain. Why? Because events are beyond your control. But your response is your strength. Take a failed project or a missed promotion. A weak mind says, I'm worthless. I'll never succeed. A Stoic mind says, this is one moment, not my life's verdict. What can I learn? Don't fight the moment, use it. Here's a tool. When your mind says, this shouldn't have happened, interrupt it. Say aloud, but it did. What's next? True peace doesn't come from a perfect life. It comes from accepting reality and choosing to move forward with purpose. Leave this in the comments: I accept reality, and I grow from it. The third truth: don't trust your first emotion. Most men make a critical mistake. They mistake their first emotion for the final truth. But Stoicism teaches a vital skill. Your initial feelings aren't your wisest judgment. Anger, fear, envy, sadness. These are raw reactions, loud and chaotic. If you always follow that first emotion, your life becomes a wild ride with no control. Think of emotions as ocean waves. The first wave hits hard, but it always passes. Wait, reflect, observe. Don't act on impulse. Marcus Aurelius, under the weight of ruling an empire, wrote, keep your soul unshaken. Look at things clearly and know their true nature. A man of his stature reminded himself to stay calm and see beyond the surface. Say a friend doesn't reply to your message. Your first thought might be, they don't value me. But wait an hour, you might learn they were busy, sick, or just forgot. Acting on that first emotion could ruin a good friendship. The practice: when a negative feeling hits, pause it, name it, and delay your response. Say to yourself, I'm feeling angry, but that doesn't mean I'm right. I'm scared, but I'm not in danger. I'm jealous, but I'm not less than. Your emotions are signals, not orders. Another Stoic tool is the view from above. Step back and see your life from a distance, as if from the stars. Suddenly, that moment of shame or heated argument looks small. This wider view kills unnecessary pain. Practice saying, "I'll wait before I react." Those 5 words can save careers, marriages, friendships, and, most importantly, your inner peace. And remember, feeling emotions doesn't make you weak. Choosing not to let them rule you makes you wise. Leave this in the comments. I pause. I choose. I don't react blindly. The 4th truth: the stories you tell yourself create your pain. It's rarely the event itself that breaks you. It's the narrative you spin about it. You face rejection, and your mind says, "They never valued me. I'll always be alone." You make a mistake at work, and it says, "You're a failure. You're not cut out for this." That's the trap, confusing facts with your interpretation of them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The pain isn't from the event, but from your judgment of it. And that judgment, you can change it any time." Stop and consider. It's not the rejection, silence, or setback that hurts most. It's the meaning you attach to it. Those meanings often come from fear, insecurity, or old wounds. Your boss gives a curt reply, and you think, "They hate me." A friend skips inviting you, and you think, "I'm not valued." You miss a goal, and you think, "I'll never make it." But what if those stories are wrong? A powerful Stoic tool is to separate the event from the story. Here's how to do it with discipline. First, write the raw facts. My message went unanswered for 2 days. Second, write the story your mind tells. They don't care. They're avoiding me. Third, challenge it. Am I sure this is true? Could there be another reason? Have I ever delayed a reply for reasons unrelated to the person? This exercise reveals your thoughts aren't always reality. This is Stoic wisdom. Bad things happen, but they don't define you. You decide their meaning. That power shapes your emotional world. Use your mind to heal, not harm. Your brain spins stories, but you're the editor. A wise editor doesn't publish lies. So, next time your thoughts spiral, pause, examine, and rewrite. You're not your pain. You're the author shaping the page. Leave this in the comments. I control my story. I choose peace over panic. The 5th truth: your environment feeds your inner voice. Be brutally honest. The world you live in shapes your thoughts. Most negative thinking isn't born in you. It's grown by toxic surroundings. The people you keep, the content you consume, the habits you repeat, they all feed the voice in your head. If you're surrounded by noise, drama, or negativity, your mind mirrors that chaos. Seneca, a Stoic master, warned, "Surround yourself with those who lift you higher. Embrace those you can help grow." This isn't just about friends, it's about mental hygiene. If your mind is a garden, who's planting seeds in it? Let's break it down. Negative people drag you into their complaints and criticism. Your brain mimics what it hears most. Toxic social media fuels insecurity, anger, or shame, hooking your mind on low-frequency thoughts. A cluttered room, desk, or noisy home ramps up stress and clouds clarity. Stoics lived simply, knowing external chaos breeds internal turmoil. Here's the hard truth: you can't kill negative thoughts while feeding them daily. So, start pruning your world. Ask, who drains me? Who calms me? Does what I watch inspire or degrade me? Does my space clear my mind or stress it? Stoics didn't just preach philosophy. They built structure, simple habits, clean spaces, meaningful conversations. External discipline creates inner calm. Try this challenge for 7 days. Skip gossip, drama, and toxic social media. Tidy your room. Unfollow accounts that spark comparison. Connect with men who want to grow. You'll be stunned at how quiet your mind becomes, not because thoughts vanish, but because you've stopped fueling the storm. The sixth truth: you're exhausted, not broken. Sometimes, negative thoughts aren't a sign of failure. They're a signal you're running on empty. When you're worn out physically, mentally, or spiritually, everything feels heavier. You misread a text, overthink a choice, or assume others are against you. Your mind becomes a tempest, not because you're weak, but because your energy is drained. Stoics knew this well. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, pain comes from your judgment, not the event. And you can cancel that judgment anytime. But how do you shift judgment when you're sleepless, unrested, or disconnected? Too many men try to think their way out of a storm when what they need is recovery. Negative thoughts grow louder when you're running on empty, lacking sleep, poor diet, no exercise, or drowning in noise and stress. You haven't carved out time for yourself. You don't always need to fix your mind. Sometimes, your nervous system just needs a break. Stoicism isn't about becoming a machine. It's about living rationally and guarding your energy. Even Epictetus, a champion of discipline, taught, you can't learn what you think you already know. When your mind is overwhelmed and exhausted, clarity and growth become impossible. Give yourself this gift. Sleep early tonight. Take a 20-minute walk outside. No phone. Say no to one thing that drains you. Write down your worries. Then set them aside. You're not broken. You're overloaded. Exhaustion isn't weakness. It's a signal to recharge. Negative thoughts often fade, not because you defeat them, but because you stop running on fumes. Leave this in the comments: I'm not broken. I'm recharging. The seventh truth: gratitude destroys negativity. This might surprise you. Gratitude isn't just positive thinking. It's a weapon that dismantles negative thoughts at their root. Why? Because gratitude forces you to see reality, not just what's missing. When your mind is stuck in darkness, it narrows your view. Everything's wrong. Everyone's better. Life's unfair. But gratitude opens that tunnel. Seneca wrote, "The poor man isn't the one with little, but the one who craves more." Negative thoughts thrive on scarcity, making you feel you're lacking. Gratitude reminds you of what you have. This isn't ignoring problems. It's balancing your perspective with truth. In your darkest moments, ask, what am I overlooking right now? What do I have today that I once prayed for? Who's still by my side? Write it down, one line. That's enough to shift your mind. Say your career feels stalled. True. But maybe you're healthy, safe, and learning. Your marriage is rocky, but perhaps you found new strength, boundaries, or self-worth. Gratitude isn't a fake smile or pretending all's well. It's looking life in the eye and saying, yes, This hurts. But I choose to see what I still have. Here's the deeper truth. Negative thoughts grow in the soil of forgetfulness. When you forget your blessings, your wins, your resilience, you fall into the trap that life is only pain. Make gratitude a ritual. Every morning or night, write 3 things you're thankful for. Start small. A breath, a meal, a memory, a friend, a quiet moment. You'll notice something shift. The weight in your chest lightens. The fog in your mind clears. Gratitude gives you an anchor, keeping you steady in the storm. If you've made it this far, know this: you're already winning against negative thoughts because awareness is the first cut. That's the gift of Stoicism. It's not about never having dark thoughts. That's unrealistic. Stoics don't chase perfection. They practice resilience. You've learned you're not your thoughts. You're the observer. You don't need to fight reality. You can accept and grow. Your first emotion isn't always true. Pause and choose. Your stories are just stories. Rewrite them. Your environment shapes you. Clean it up. Exhaustion isn't defeat. Marcus Aurelius faced loss, betrayal, and pressures few of us can imagine, yet he wrote daily to train his mind for peace. So train yours. Quietly, steadily. You don't need to be loud or understood by all. Keep showing up, and your mind and life will transform. If this video moved you, hit like to share it with others. Comment your favorite insight or quote. Share it with someone seeking peace. Subscribe for a Stoic mind. Final affirmation for the comments. My mind is my greatest weapon.